Welcome Saints fans and welcome back to St Neots Town TV. First day of pre-season today, a warm-up match against Kettering Town. Good workout for all concerned, and I would say it was a typical pre-season game, especially being the first one back. It was a slow start. I thought we worked our way into the game towards the last 15 minutes of the first half, and you could see there was new relationships and new teammates in the fold there, just trying to figure out exactly what everyone's going to do. But I think overall, I thought that there were some good phases in the game, and I think we've got some good new players coming in. What was your thoughts, Ian?
Yeah, no, exactly that. I thought it was a typical start where I think we had seven new faces in there to start. So obviously firstly, I think the test for us was good because they're quite a strong side. Their style of play is very direct, which is going to be the kind of football we're going to play against all season. I think, they were strong, physical, smashed it forward, didn't really play much at all, never looked to get it off the keeper, just got it into the front man and picked the pieces up and worked in set pieces, which is the Southern League Premier in a nutshell, to be fair. There are some teams in there that do get the ball down and play and try to play. So no, they're very similar, so it was a good test for us in that way. But what we got undone with a lot last year was that one direct ball that went beyond our centre halves, and obviously the goal just come from a mix-up between Gav and Paul not talking to each other. And then we still had time to recover that. Then the keeper was unfamiliar and didn't sort of stopped and started, and then Gav, we sort of passed responsibility a little bit, and then obviously it was a soft goal. I think the second, just going on to the second goal, I thought it was a bit offside, but needless. Whether it's offside or not, again, it was one ball over the top, and our concentration, because our fitness levels are low, our concentration isn't that good, and we got punished. And it was a sloppy goal. I thought we should, when he tried to come back inside, I thought we'd dealt with it. I wasn't even looking. I thought we had that covered. But there you go, soft goal. But no, the new faces, plus points for us that we said, two centre halves playing together for the first time. Getting to know each other. A fullback, Paul, looks a very good player, very comfortable.
Decent, he is.
Yeah, very good lad. Woody today, a big plus, one of our best players today, I thought. Took his goal well, deserved his goal, pushed forward a lot. There's a lot of editing going on this. And then we got an opportunity, Joe Benjamin, I think we need to say, he come back from Granada this morning. Got off the plane, got his bags, hired a car and drove here, and sort of come on. And it was important for us to get him on with Ola to have a look at the relationship they've got, and we see obviously they're going to be a threat this year.
Yeah.
The workout in the heat, you take all the pluses out of it, the negatives are there for all to see, the disappointment of losing and the way we conceded the goals, but that's not our focus today. Our focus today was to try to play. The information we gave them was try to get the ball from the keeper and try to keep playing the way we play. Even you're new to our system and the style of play. That's what we want to do. And to be fair, we did that quite well, I thought, especially in the first half. We changed the formation, didn't we? The second half went 4-3-3, and we looked more of a threat further up the field the second half. And as I said at the end of them, the positives again are. We had 4 or 5 very good chances second half. I thought it was 4.
Yeah.
Jack had a good effort. Nathan, we had a header. Joe. So we had 4 good chances, but another day we will finish those off. So it could have been a different scoreline, but
because Kettering didn't really test us all that much. We had 2 new keepers in each half today. The keeper for the first half made a couple of decent saves, but in the second half that keeper didn't really have an awful lot to do apart from the mix-up in the goal. They weren't really testing that.
The other end, I don't think did. He had a save early on.
I think the difference was in the second half we kept the possession of the ball a lot better. I think that we just worked that little bit harder to create that bit of space and keep the ball. So we had a little bit more options than we did in the first half, and that nullified them. That was as simple as that. They just didn't have as much of the ball in the second half as we did. And
that was down to us being a bit ragged and out of shape really for the first sort of half hour or so, trying to bed in.
I think just finding each other out, weren't it? Let's say we were trying to play. It was literally just before we went out there. I did a little bit in training with them, but not much. And we just said before we went out, this is how we want to try and do it. This is what we want to do, and it worked. I mean, we sacrificed sort of penetration higher up the pitch, but we kept good possession. On a day like today, that was key. But then we lost our patience a little bit and tried to go a little bit longer, and we gave the ball away and into their hands. And that's what we need to take out of that today. And we had a chat with a few of the players about don't be impatient, don't look to shell it, don't look to just, if we can't go forward where we want to keep possession, and we go back and we start again. But we do have to mix our game up, as we know in this league. We can't always do that. We can do it here, but there are times we do need to sort of bed in, knuckle in, get tighter, get harder to break down, and get up the pitch and play further up the field. So, but it is, it's July the 6th. We've got a few weeks left before we kick off, and we've got a lot of games coming up. Already got lots to work on, so it's good.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 4 sessions, that's it.
How's the training going anyway? Now you've had four sessions in.
How's that going, Andy?
I don't know, I've been on holiday.
Nice holiday, where you been?
I went to Mexico, it was decent, thanks for asking.
You're emigrating there now, are you?
Hopefully.
No, it's been good. We had good attendance. A little bit disappointed with a lot of the lads on holiday, but that's what this sort of level of football is, the semi-professional level, and these boys have to take holidays when they have to go, so that's understandable. I'm a bit hopeful next season that a few of the boys will appreciate we start at the beginning of July, and maybe we'll hold back from booking that until they get the nod, but that's life. I'm going away myself at some point from a caravan for 2 nights, so
No Mexico trips for you then?
It'll be a long tow, that will.
I've got to make a special mention for Louis Meach and Niall, because in that first training session when I was down there videoing, you had a bit of a turkey shoot towards the end there, and apparently there'd been some banter in the build up to training session about Louis was going to chip Niall with the first shot, and he did. Niall wasn't too happy about it, so I'm just talking about that because I'm going to show that during this interview. So,
is that why Niall's gone away then?
Yeah, possibly, I don't know. His part, Louis was supposed to come up and have a chat about this, but the Niall's part, he said no comment. I can't say what he said when the goal went in, but anyway. So just moving on, we've had a massive piece of news come out for the club, and that's the St Neots Town Academy, which has all been sort of rubber stamped and is setting up and getting ready to go. The apprenticeship scheme,
Yeah, the apprenticeship scheme.
Yeah, that's massive for the club, financially moving forward as well as producing our own players, and eventually going from under 8s, the players coming all the way through the apprenticeship and into the first team through the 21s.
Well, it's run by the club. The apprenticeship's run by the club, and the opportunity for the apprentices is to first to look at under 18s. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. I think that obviously the St Neots Town Saints under 21s, there'll be an opportunity for them. They've already asked about them being eligible to play. That's a fine, isn't it?
That's definite fine, that is. I've got mine on silent.
I can edit that one out as well.
Oh, you'll edit it out for you, not for us.
No, I think the 21s that...
I mean, that's the key bridge, isn't it, between first team?
It is. I mean, it's obviously it's nothing to do with us. It's all down to St Neots Town Saints. But there's, we'd be silly to say that we're not going to be looking over their shoulder at players that they're going to produce, especially sort of sharing our facility. So, and that is a club that the apprentices, if they fall short of what we're looking for in the first team, can just slide across to. We can keep a little eye on them in there as well, but. We had sort of half a dozen boys in this morning that we met up with and showed around that are keen to be involved. We've got a trial coming up. There's one penciled in for Wednesday evening, this Wednesday, but I think we're going to look to push this back till next Monday evening, which will be Monday the 13th. Am I right? 14th.
So this is for
trials.
This is for young lads that have completed their GCSEs.
Yeah, 16 school leavers basically.
College alternative, full-time coaching, and
it's a full-time football apprenticeship basically, which is it's run very similar to college schemes, but it's a football apprenticeship, so it's a nominal pay. I think it's about 40 quid a week they get all year round. They get sort of 28 days holiday, so it's like the old YTS scheme that kids used to do. And they come into the football club as an apprentice, so it's a bit more old-fashioned in that way, which is good. So a few more life skills learnt quicker, and then they do their education alongside that. So the education is still key, and we will use that as a, if they don't do their education, they won't play football. So
simple as that, hand in hand.
Yeah, it will be, and it's important to parents and to us as well. So no, we're looking forward to it. We just need to recruit the squad we're looking for.
Yeah.
Now we can move forward and that, and it'll be Andy and myself that'll be overseeing that with the first team physio be involved, looking after that side of things. So, it's pretty much from top to bottom, so to speak. That this is how we're going to play. And this
Quite a big gear change, isn't it, for the football club? Well, for certainly non-league football, this is a big thing, isn't it?
No, massively. And it'll work this time next year. Hopefully, when we're sitting here with a full squad in place and the door being beaten down by another 50 kids that want to come on board. So that's the plan.
I think you look long term and you say 2-3 years time and you're producing your own players to come through that have been in the system since they were 13, 14, and all of a sudden they're coming through and they're rocking up in your first team and they're holding their own. You can't buy that, you can't buy that, and to have that established at this club now, looking to go forward, it's only positive. You're producing your own players, so they'll be coached your way from an early age, so they'll be set to play football. Some of the players that we bring in, and they've been at other clubs and they've been coached a different way. They look for the long ball, they look to it the channels, they look to this. We'll cut all that out. It'll be straight in. They come and play our way of football, our style of football.
No transition at all.
No transition. It will be from top to bottom. The syllabus that Pari's put together for the little ones, for the development side of it, is really good. So if we just mirror that and keep that all the way through to the apprenticeships and to the 18s and then to the 21s, if they follow that pattern, then it'll be good for us.
Excellent. So now just moving on, have we got a friendly game on Tuesday night, is that right?
Tresham Academy under 21s on the grass. We're playing out here Tuesday night. That's going to involve the majority of the squad that were there today to get some more game time, plus a few younger boys that we've had a look at in the youth team.
Excellent. So another evening fixture to look forward to. I've been missing those. It's good to be back. And then of course Cambridge United coming down next Saturday. What's your thoughts about that one?
That'll be a decent game, won't it?
I won't be here.
I won't be here either.
Are you going to be here?
I'm doing my mum's ashes.
There we go.
Nobody's
Party.
here. I might have next week off.
I'm sure we should get a good gate next week. I'm anticipating it should be a good game.
Andy and I went in and spoke to Jez a couple of months, 6 weeks ago now, I think. And we sort of built some decent bridges there. Andy knows Jez well, and I sort of met him a few times and get on quite well with the guy. So he was quite open and honest with us about potential player loan deals that we may come out, and there's a couple of boys coming to play against us that
we've been told to
look at. He said he's bringing the full 22 squad to play half each, so we'll need to be at the races for that game, because that'll be a proper. I think that was one of our toughest games last year when it came to United.
Yeah,
to be honest. So, and then we move on to the following Tuesday, Haverhill, and then we've got Norwich down here. There on the.
Is that Haverhill's away, isn't it?
Haverhill away, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to do an away game, and it'll be a good test for us. And
they've got a good side this year.
They have got a good side, and it'll just be good to get there. Good away game. They've got a nice little crowd that turn up there, so it'll be nice for us.
Just get on the road. It's nice to have home games and play on our surface and get some sort of people in to watch us support. But it's important to get away from home and so important, especially for the newer guys who need to travel away together. And
it's that focusing that mentality, isn't it, for that first day of the season?
I don't think we had any last year away games.
No, we didn't. No.
So we're good.
Excellent. All right, guys.
Okay.
All right. See you next time.
Yeah.